Okay, good morning, everyone. In my coaching group, I am coming on earlier today, Sunday goals meeting, because, excuse me, got my coffee. Um, this evening, we as a family have a winter solstice event that we go to. It's a spiral walk, and it's a lot of fun. Um, it's outdoors and it welcomes in the winter months and releases the rest of the year. So it's a great time to reflect on the year and let go of anything that's been holding us back. So it's a really good time of year to think about that. So for goals this week, we can think about what we're letting go of, what is holding us back, and how to be unstoppable moving forward. Since it's the morning and not the evening, usually I'm on at 8 o'clock in the evening. Um, I still am doing some morning routine stuff. So I'm drinking my black coffee. Um, I fast till about 11, and then I do my oils. And I wanted to introduce this oil because my sister sent it to me, and I opened it early because I was opening the rest of the box to wrap the stuff for my kids. But Joy, I'm just putting some in the palm of my hand, and we can do a quick check-in because this is the time of year where joy really should be the top of our list, and a lot of things can get in the way. So I want to just start with that first. If you do have oils, just breathing them in for a minute and doing a quick check in with ourselves, closing the eyes if it helps, or gazing gently in front of you, checking in with any emotions that come up. Oh, oh, checking in with my little guy. Hi, buddy.
It's cuddle time.
Oh, cuddle time. Okay. Thanks, buddy. Okay, let's go back to checking in. Um, Looking around the room and just noticing the things around you is a really good way to check in with yourself. Oh, I noticed my son hung up my yoga chime in a weird position. I would have probably never found it. I'm glad I looked around the room. Um, yeah, just taking in your surroundings is a great thing to do to check in with yourself. Like I said, if an emotion comes up or feeling in the body, just noticing it and breathing. So, yeah, it's a great time to plant your feet on the ground and feel your connection to the ground. Feel your sit bones connecting you down and actually elongate the spine so that you're feeling tall and in control. Okay, and goals day, I usually write out a lot of my planner on Sunday and talk about what my goals are for the week here, and then set my intention moving forward. So, in order to do that, we need to look at last week's wins and and think about what the wins are. You can type them in the comments, write them in a journal. So, wins from last week for me are that I reminded myself that it's okay to slow down, that this time of year we do slow down, and that's okay, and it's okay to rest. Um, so that was a win from last week. I kind of I shifted some things around in my schedule so that I didn't feel like I was overwhelmed. And I decided I was going to just sit and craft and so that I could rest and recover. Um, and another win for me and my kids is that I noticed that when I did do that, I wasn't overbearing with them. I was taking care of myself, and they actually started interacting and pretend play, and they weren't really fighting for my attention. They understood that I was busy working on something, um, and it just kind of slowed down everybody. Um, and I was able to meet their needs or their conflicts in a more gentle way. So I was coming from a place of gentleness. So that was a really big win for me. Excuse me. Morning time. Um, and so, wins for you, get them all out. And then the things that you didn't get to, we can put them on this week's goals. So, let's talk about how to set our goals this week, how to be unstoppable. So, my theme for today is setting bite sized goals. So, sometimes we think of way too many things to put on our list, and that's good, that's fine, but you have to break them down. So, we get overwhelmed when we see too many things on our list. So, what we can do is think of all the things we need to be have done by the end of the week, and then spread them out in our planner. So, um, putting some on each day of the week could be one strategy, or picking um, a time block. Like, I have this 2 hours free. I'm going to put a bunch of my wrapping here, or my shopping here, or whatever it is. And then that time is where you put away the phone, you get rid of distractions, maybe you put some music on, and you're only doing that thing that's on that list. So you're only wrapping presents, or you're only cooking, you're baking cookies, and you let go of every other distraction so you can get that done. So bite sized goals. Look in your schedule where you have, it doesn't have to be long, it could be 45 minutes, 30 minutes, but that is exactly what you're going to do for the 30 minutes and nothing else, so that you can get things checked off your list. And it just makes you way more productive. So if you can find in your schedule where you have those little free periods, commit to it and produce results, then you will be unstoppable this week. You'll get everything off your list. Um, and let me take a drink and think about what I was going to say. So, bite sized goals. Um, I do this a lot with my kids. So, we'll we'll have a time, like a chore time, and my daughter looks at her room and she's completely overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that's there. So we've made her a little list of, the 5 things she needs to do, and then she can pick which order she wants to do them in. But, like clothes, just do clothes. So you're not seeing anything else. And that really helps. So if you have, like I said, if you have a list, just look at the first thing on the list. That's a great way to chunk it up into bite sizes. So you have your list of things to do, fold the paper, just look at number one so that you're not overwhelmed and you get paralyzed. So I do that a lot with my kids. Sometimes I don't even give them the whole list. I just give them one thing at a time, and they go and do that, and then they come back and they can say what's next. So, um, yeah, having lists and just looking at the first one, getting it done, and going to the second one, getting it done. And that will really help with the overwhelm. And it just keeps you moving forward. So try that this week with all the Christmas and holiday stuff you have to get done. So that's that. And then, so another thing this week, tomorrow is the new moon. So the new moon brings up a lot of changes in us. It's a way for us to think about new beginnings and new intentions moving forward. So as you go forward this week, I want you to realize that these are going to come up no matter what. It's the energy of the moon, the universe. It's the darkest. New moon is the darkest time of the month. So it just brings us inward to really reflect on what we want in our life moving forward. So, like I said, winter solstice and new moon all at the same time is a really great time to reflect on what you want to bring forth in your life going forward. So, that is something, a really good goal to set this week. And maybe we should all type those in the comments so that we put it out in the universe. What is your intention for your life moving forward? And what are you letting go of from 2020? And what are you inviting in for 2021? So, to set those in motion, let's build an affirmation that goes along with it. So, my goals for letting go of 2020 is to let go of any insecurities, letting go of um, my old beliefs of who I am as a teacher, who I am as a mother, letting go of who I was as a wife. Um, and I've made so many changes this year in my life, in my mindset, that I want to let go of the old me and invite in the new me. So, what that looks like, the new me, is a more vibrant, a more confident, a more intentional, a more gentle wife, mother, and coach, yoga teacher, yoga mindset teacher. So that's my intention. And my affirmation to go with those are, I made two. I am unstoppable, because that was a gift this week from my friend Erin, and that is going to be my affirmation this week. I am unstoppable. And also, I am lovable, because when I get busy with all of my goals, that is the part of me that gets left on the wayside. Um, and so I wanted to come back to why my son came in here earlier. We have Alexa that reminds us of things. So I put in there that we have a cuddle time in our family, we have a hug time in our family, and we have a tickle time in my family, because I get very serious about the things I want to get done. I get very intentional, and the loving, nurturing, gentle part of me gets forgotten. It's not the part that comes out of me easily. So we put on cuddle time, and he came in here to give me my cuddles. And so it's my reminder that that is my number one goal, is to be lovable to my husband and my kids and myself. So I am lovable and I am unstoppable. So come up with yours, and I hope everybody has a great, great week. And let me know if you have questions. And please, please, please put your comments in so I can read them and we can have a great week together. Bye, everyone.